Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite all active military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now I direct your attention toward the first base dugout area and welcome the Reading Symphony Junior String Orchestra, who will perform our national anthem.
Well, it's time to play ball here in Reading, Pennsylvania, as we get ready for game number 3 of 6 against the Harrisburg Senators, the AA Nationals affiliate. I am Emily Messina bringing you today's contest here at America's Classic Ballpark. I believe this game is going to be great here. I have good vibes, good energy here. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem thanks to the Reading Symphony Junior Orchestra. Absolutely awesome. As we get ready to get underway, it is right-hander Noah Skiro out on the mound throwing for the Fightin Phils. Backing him up, a little bit of a defensive shift. Saw that yesterday. We'll see it again today as we get settled into the season. Out in left, Kevin Vicuña. In center, Jalen Ortiz. And in right, Hunter Marquardt. Over at third base, Wendell Rijo sliding back to his traditional starting role. Jonathan Guzman remains at short. Sal Gazzo over at second making his series debut, and Madison Stokes at first with Jack Conley behind the plate. Calling the balls and strikes today will be Sean Cassidy. Over at first, the crew chief Calvis Velez and Jude Corey shifting to third. And manning the hot corner, Reading down 0-2 in this series. Yesterday, a marathon game, 12 innings. The Fightins fell 9-6 in the 12th. Bubby Rossman led up a grand slam to Jack Dunn, who's in the lineup for the Senators today. Reading put up a good battle as Wendell Rijo tied it up with a solo shot to left in the bottom of the ninth. Both teams had really good opportunities in the 10th and 11th. Nobody could seal the deal. Reading was able to get one back in the 12th, but they ended up falling 9-6. So looking for their first win of the series today, it will be Rudy Martin, who's back in the lineup, leading things off as Noah Skiro sets up on the mound. A bit chilly today, about 56 degrees, wind blowing out to left right now. Just under 10 miles an hour. We'll see if that changes as the sun set. The wind died down yesterday during the game, so we'll see if it does today. It's been really good for the lefties the past 2 days. I think it's anybody's game today as the first pitch comes in at 6:47. A ball to Rudy Martin. There's Skiro's first strike. He has had one start this season against the Akron Rubber Ducks as he misses on a back foot slider to the lefty. Took a win in 5 innings of work, struck out 6, gave up just 4 hits and 1 earned run. Looked fantastic, looked on the mound, looked dominant as he carves a spot in the dirt. and figures out his space on the mound. Here's the 2-2 to Martin, ground ball. Salgazzo's got this one, and there's the first out of this ball game. Good crowd sticking with us last night through 12. We finished up about 11 o'clock or so. 3 hours and 58 minutes, the official time. Obviously the longest game of the season. Second extra inning contest, first at home. And there is a first pitch strike here to Jake Alou. Harrisburg scored first in yesterday's contest. Reading battled back the entire time as Skiro hits 94 on the radar gun and picks up a big strike number 2 coming off the developmental list. Kind of just a paper move to add a bullpen player on the roster for a doubleheader last week, and Skiro coming back on today. The pitch is fouled back. The count will stay 1-2. A couple other roster moves for the Fightins as they also brought Austin Ross up from the Florida Complex League and added Nick Lackney back to the developmental list, retroactive to yesterday. He checks his swing. Jack Conley asks if he goes around, and he does. So that is strike 3. And out number 2 quick for Skiro. And Zach Warren got the promotion to AAA. Really excited for Warren as he had 5 scoreless appearances here in AA to start the season. Yesterday when I was going into the clubhouse after the game to bring the box scores down to the coaching staff as Ryan Smith takes a first pitch strike. Warren was being called into the office and he looked a little nervous. I think anybody would be nervous if they were called into the manager's office, but all good news for Warren as he'll get the promotion to AAA and look forward to following his career. One of the best parts about this is watching guys move through the system and eventually on to Philadelphia as 2 balls and 1 strike here to come to Ryan Smith leading the team. He had a really good game yesterday. Still early on, it's amazing how much the averages change around with one good game or bad game as Madison Stokes makes the play unassisted at first, and that'll do it. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Noah Skiro and the Fightin' Phils. On to the bottom half, a chance to score first here at America's Classic Ballpark. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Back here in Reading for the bottom of the first inning, Noah Skiro sat down the Senators in order on 14 pitches, and so Reading has a chance to score first here against Richard Wash as Kevin Vicuña steps in. We will get ready for the bottom of the first inning. Wash, a righty out of Cuba, has had 2 appearances so far. Left to right in the outfield is going to be Ryan Smith, Martin, and Connell, as Kevin Vicuña slides into the leadoff role. Back-to-back multi-hit games for Vicuña, and he's got that base speed. I think this will be an interesting setup here. And he has only struck out one time in 37 plate appearances, which is very impressive. Patience at the plate as he sends this pitch into right field. Connell takes a couple steps over, and there is out number one. Alou sticking over at third base, Flores and Dunn, the middle infielder, and KJ Harrison, who had the day off but came in the extra innings, will get the start at first base. We will see a new catcher behind the plate today. It is Brady Lindsley out of Dallas, Texas, a fourth-round draft pick in 2020. As this pitch comes at the head of Ortiz, he's able to bounce back. We've only seen Taylor Gushu these past few days behind the plate. He was very impressive. But now we're seeing Lindsley, the other listed catcher, as Ortiz crushes this ball out to left, bangs off the wall. He's going for two. Here's the throw in. The slide is good. And Jalen Ortiz, a double here in the bottom of the first. Ortiz's fourth double on the season will put him in scoring position here for Josh Ockamy, who is the designated hitter in tonight's contest, has started all the other games over at first. Ockamy, a lefty batter. Drew 3 walks last night, leading the team in on-base percentage with .415. Whether it's a hit or a walk, Ockamy has riding a 6-game on-base streak. As a pitch gets away from Lindsley. On a pass ball, Jalen Ortiz shifts to third, and now Reading really has a chance to score first here. Runner at third, one out on the board here, Josh Ockamy. In the lefty batter's box, here's the 2-0 from Wash, outside 3-0. And he takes ball 4 above the letters, so increasing his on-base percentage as he gets down to first. Reading has runners on the corners with just one out here for the cleanup hitter, Wendell Rijo. His first time in the number 4 spot. But shows he's a power hitter, a hitter for average, filling up the scorebook. Runners taking a good lead. A lot of wild pitches last night on either side. Fans excited if Wendell Rijo drives in a run. Everybody in the ballpark will go home with a free specialty drink thanks to Sheetz. You might be wondering, where is there a Sheetz here? This is Wawa country. Well, there is one on the 5th Street Highway. Rijo fouls the ball back. Down 0-2. Checks his swing. And he does go around, so he strikes out swinging, and there's a big out, number 2 for Wash. 0-2 on the season with a 7.88 ERA. 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. That's Ortiz on third, Akami on first. Lindsley slides over to save a ball from going to the backstop. It's been dark, cold, and windy all day, to be completely honest. Thought it was going to rain quite a number of times, had that code orange, the probable for the tarp, but never went down to pull it. It didn't do anything more than sprinkle just a little bit. So all good here in Reading. Should be for the rest of the night. It's going to stay overcast, and today a little bit breezy, but nothing we can't play through. Here's the 1-1 to Madison Stokes as he takes strike 2. Skiro, originally from Ontario, Canada, attended Liberty University, where he pitched part of a combined no-hitter. And Richard Wash came over from the Arizona organization as he comes down and away to Madison Stokes. Traded for Yan Gomez and Josh Harrison, along with Seth Schumann and Drew Millas. That was from the Oakland Athletics. 3-2 runner goes, a foul ball back, and we'll do it all over again. Originally, he was signed by the A's in 2018. Does have some good experience under his belt, just 24 years old. 4th professional season. It's his first year in Double-A. Runners going again. The pitch is a strike 3 called. Madison Stokes down for the count. Wash gets out of a jam with back-to-back Ks, so we'll take the scoreless game into the top of the second here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season, with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Hey Thad, thanks for joining us tonight here in the top of the second, scoreless at FirstEnergy Stadium. Matt Kroon was placed on the injured list back on the 10th of April. I do know that he had a slight tear in his knee and was going to get a second opinion from another doctor. And so I'm not sure what ended up happening with that, but he will be out for quite a bit. Still possible that he comes back this season. Definitely a guy rooting to see here after an injury last season, but no, he's got it in him, and he'll be back as strong as ever when he's able to play again. So I'll follow up with more information if I ever have any, as KJ Harrison takes a quick 3 strikes from Noah Skiro, and there is out number 1 in the top of the second.
The designated hitter number 16, Wilson Garcia.
Here's Wilson Garcia as the designated hitter. The 1-0 fouled back. The count evens 1 apiece. Wind flying out to left still. Flag blowing in the wind. The lights have come on here at FirstEnergy Stadium to cover up the darkness from the clouds. And there is strike 2 as Skiro working quickly through these Senator batters. Yesterday and Tuesday, both 3-hour games. The line drive out to left is going to drop alongside Vicuña. Picks it up quick, and it's just a base knock here for Garcia. So Harrisburg has a runner on here with just 1 out for Justin Connell. In his last start, Skiro got 3 groundouts and 1 flyout, tied his career-high strikeout count with 6. As the first pitch is fouled back by Connell. Struck out 4 times in yesterday's game. Jackson Clough struck out 5. Overall, the Senator struck out 21 times, which was a new record for the Fightin' Phils. This is drilled out to left field. Coming over is Kevin Vicuña, but it just rolls foul, and we'll do it again. Before that, Reading had 18 strikeouts last summer. That was in a 9-inning contest, but it was still the record for all games. But 21 now. The new record for extra bases. A wild pitch gets by Jack Conley, and headed to second is Garcia. Kind of takes away the double play ball, but Skiro has a 1-2 count here against Connell. Looks back at second. Time is called by the batter. He'll take a moment to step out here. Connell steps back in. Skiro ready to go, and he gets him to chase a ball down and away. His 3rd strikeout here, and a really good out number 2 for Skiro as Jackson Flores comes up.
The shortstop, number 13, Jackson Flores.
Flores has had some experience in AA last season and in AAA, spending 55 games in Rochester. You know, it's interesting. Rochester actually playing Lehigh Valley right now, so both Nationals affiliates are here in Pennsylvania playing their respective teams. Also played in AAA in the Royals organization back in 2019. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. But was signed by a free agent after that season with the Nationals, has been in the organization ever since. Skiro looks back at the runner now. He'll come home, down and away. Good stop by Jack Conley, who is behind the plate for the first time this series. Did see him yesterday out in left. Infield, outfield, back deep here to Flores. Sends this to center field. Ortiz tracking back. He'll settle under it and make the catch. And that will do it here as Skiro strands a runner on, still scoreless. Into the bottom half we go for the Reading Fightin' Phils offense.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Good shot up to the press box by the crazy hot dog vendor. Couldn't have missed me by a row or two. Guys are getting their arms warmed up for the season. They'll make it up here sometime soon, and I've got my net all ready. As Jonathan Guzman steps up here against Richard Wash. Both teams have just one hit here, stranding a runner on. Nobody's gotten anyone across yet, so who is going to score first as Guzman takes back-to-back balls outside? And there's a third one. Wash, pitch number 22. Guzman thought it was ball 4. Instead, it is a called strike. And he thought it was ball 4 again. These outside corner pitches are getting called by Sean Cassidy today. And the count is now full after he had a 3-0. And here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. On to first goes Flores. And after all that, just a ground out. Something going on in the Portland-Binghamton game right now. Just an absolute brawl happening on the field. As Tyreek Reed took a pitch up and in. And whatever the pitcher said to him, there is pretty much a fist fight by the mound. And so we'll give you updates if we find out about that. That's the second brawl that's happened in the Eastern League this season as Jack Conley goes to lay down a bunt and takes strike 2. They've been practicing their bunts lately, and I think could be utilized more in game. Thought we would see them yesterday in extra innings, but we didn't. Here's the 0-2. Conley takes a ball. Richmond had a big brawl earlier in the summer. Can't remember who that was against, but Jack Conley takes this out to left. Rhinesmith running in and making the catch over the shoulder is the shortstop Flores out and left. Usually you see the guy making the catch on the way in, but I guess Flores called him off and Rhinesmith knew to stay away. Really long pop-up for the shortstop, and here is Hunter Marquardt with 2 outs. Whatever the pitcher Marcel Renteria of the Binghamton Rumble Ponies said, Tyreek Reed, who was hit by a pitch, went out and punched him square in the face, and Reed and Brett Beatty have since been ejected. So, interesting as Mark Ward connects over to short. Flores making all the plays as he retires every single batter in that inning, and scoreless to the third we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Noah Skiro back out for another inning of work.
If the team hits the banner, they win a $10 gift certificate. And if they shoot a ball through the target hole, they win a $20 gift certificate to Sweet Rock.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Well, here is Brady Lindsley for the first time at the plate this series. Reading Fightin' Phils went down 1-2-3 in the bottom half, so top of the third, scoreless here. Both teams a hit apiece as Lindsley takes a first pitch ball. Second professional season last year. Did get 20 games in Harrisburg at the end of the season. 24 years old out of Oklahoma. Lindsley solely plays catcher as he lines this ball into right center. It'll drop in. Tracking it to the wall is Ortiz as he slips up at the warning track. Lindsley coming to third. And a triple. Or we'll have to see if there is any scoring discrepancies there, since Ortiz had trouble fielding it in center. Lindsley got some good speed on him for a catcher, and either way he ends up at third. With nobody out, here is the man who hit the grand slam yesterday, Jack Dunn. Only 2 hits so far this season, and one of them is a grand slam. Skiro sets up, glove at the waist. Kicks and fires home. And Dunn, the righty, pops it into the plaza for a strike. Phillies have the day off today. Tomorrow they'll play the Brewers at Citizens Bank Park. Ranger Suarez will get the start there. And there's a called strike to Jack Dunn here. Rochester and Lehigh Valley just getting their start. Hans Kraus hit the injured list today. Don't have any information on that. And, of course, Zach Warren was transferred up there as Dunn fouls another one off. Jersey Shore in their game against Asheville, scoreless in the bottom of the 4th. And Clearwater leads 1-0 over They are in the bottom of the 3rd. Gabriel Cotto making his second start, of the season. 7th round draft pick out of 2018, has only let up 1 hit so far through 3. So we'll keep an eye around the organization as Noah Skiro gets a ground ball to the left side. Rijo picks it up, and he forces Lindsley to stay on third. What a play by the third baseman. Could have easily got over his head and into the outfield. And huge foresight to check on the runner and not give him enough time to come home. So that's a big out number 1 for Noah Skiro as they go back to the top of the order here with Rudy Martin. Two balls, no strikes here to Rudy Martin, who had the day off, but ended up coming in to pinch run in the 10th inning last night. 2 balls, 1 strike. Martin pretty speedy on the base pass as the infield comes in, trying to save the run out the plate. Skiro goes off speed and sends it right by Martin. Another player that was formerly in the Royals organization. Spent a lot of time last year in AA Northwest Arkansas and AAA Omaha. A guy that worked his way into the lineup. Wasn't always a starter, but played so well the coaches could not ignore his talent. And that's really how you got to do it. You got to persevere and stick in there, and good things will happen. So now a part of the starting lineup. And here is the payoff pitch way inside. Martin has to bump back out. And runners on the corners here with just 1 out. Here's Jake Alou, who struck out at the hands of Skiro in the 1st. Lindsley's hit was ruled a triple, so he is on 3rd, and after the walk, Martin on 1st. 1 out here. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders playing back. On this day in baseball town history in Reading, Pat Burrell. It's his first AA home run, and Larry Huff scores 4 times in a 9-5 win over Akron. Burrell would go on to hit a total of 28 home runs in the season. How about that for a good statistic back on April 21st, 1999. Alou fouls one back to count even at 1. Skiro checks in over at Martin on 1st. Definitely a threat to try to take 2nd. He has a team-high 3 stolen bases this season. Runner going. The throw down by Conley in the dirt. Bobbled a little bit there by Guzman. And a stolen base takes away the double play once more. Martin gets his 4th of the season. Two in scoring position here and just 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jake Alou. Right back to the mound. It pops off of Skiro. 1 run will score. So it's going to have to be a base hit there, and Harrisburg takes an early 1-0 lead. Not really anybody's fault there. Just played out poorly for Reading. So runners on the corners once more and just 1 out. And Skiro will face Jacob Rhinesmith here. blooper into shallow center. Racing in is Ortiz. And coming across home plate is Rudy Martin as the Senators take a 2-0 lead on back-to-back interesting base hits.
The first baseman, number 22, KJ Harrison.
And Skiro will see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry, here. Kind of remind him, just do what you do best here. Things aren't playing out in your favor, but you are still throwing well. And stick with it. Don't give up on yourself here. As KJ Harrison the designated hitter will step up. Alou on second, Ryan Smith on first as the home plate umpire Sean Cassidy comes in to break up this meeting at the mound. Jack Conley's going to head back behind the plate. Just one out here in the top of the third. As we get ready to get back in action, 2 strikes and a ball here to KJ Harrison. Skiro up to 50 pitches here. In his last start, they gave him 55. But everybody's been getting in the mid-70s on this second go-around. Foul ball back. Harrison stays alive. Just one bat boy today. He's on the visitor's side. Right now is the visitor's bat. That ball ended up on the home side. So manager Sean Williams playing bat boy there as he comes out to pick it up. Solid crowd here for another cold night in April in Pennsylvania. Hamburg night here at the ballpark. Next couple of nights we'll be having fireworks as well. Skiro coming home on the 1-2. Sent foul into the plaza netting. And we'll go again. Gazzo keeping tabs on Alou at second. He's got some good speed on him as Skiro misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leaning over and getting the sign from the catcher. Now the righty kicks and fires another foul ball. Pitch number 6 of the at-bat there. 2 pitch clock violations each in the past 2 games. So I think everybody's adjusting well to these quicker rules. Have we seen an impact here in Reading? No, we have not. But maybe tonight, we'll keep you updated here. With runners on, he has 18 seconds to throw. Martin going, a sharply hit foul ball, the hit and run. Didn't quite work out. And getting a new bat here is Harrison. Must have splintered his here in that sharply hit foul ball. When it's cold, it is hard to swing and make contact. I was talking to Josh Akami about how difficult that is, and he said there was one foul ball in a game he hit, I think in the last homestand, where he literally couldn't feel his hands for the rest of the at-bat. That's how much it hurt when it's 30 degrees out. Skiro comes home. Upstairs, it's a full count. And as the designated hitter for Akami today, it's a little bit even more difficult. He's not staying warm out in the field, so really got to use that space heater that is kind of in each dugout. The payoff pitch fouled again. The 9th pitch of the at-bat heads into the right field grandstand. Wind blowing out to left, so all of that smoke coming off the hot dog grill, the French fry maker, blowing right onto the field and in my direction. Smells great. So here's the payoff pitch. Pitch number 10 is fouled back. One more time. Maybe. We'll see. 2 runners on. That's Alou and Ryan Smith. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. The Senators a 2-0 lead. They have 4 hits to the Fightin's 1. Here's the payoff pitch out to left. It's another foul ball. Neither of these guys giving up at all here. On the 12th pitch, another foul ball back. We'll keep it going. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 12 pitches are fouls. Skiro gets the sign from Conley. What are they going to throw this time? And the payoff pitch goes in Skiro's favor. He strikes him down, getting Harrison to his knee. And there is out number 2. And that at-bat put Skiro at 63 pitches. And now somebody will be warming up in the Fightin's bullpen, which is Mike Adams. But he ended up getting the victory there in front of General Manager Sam Fuld and Director of Player Development Preston Mattingly here in the ballpark today as Wilson Garcia takes the first pitch strike. Still 2 on, but 2 out this time for Skiro. A line into center, racing in is Ortiz, and he tries to play it on the hop. It goes over his head. 1 run will score. Is there a play at second? They try to get it at home, too. Is anybody out? No, they're all safe. 2 runs scored, and the Senators have a 4-0 lead. That was nuts. Ortiz tried to play it on the hop. Hunter Marquardt had to back him up. He threw it to second. They tried to make the play at second, couldn't get it. Tried to make the play at home, couldn't get it. And it's going to have to go in as an E8 that allowed the runners to advance so far. Garcia does get a single there. And it's 4-0 here as Skiro just trying to get out number 3. Pop up on the right side. Stokes ranging in foul territory. He's going to make the catch in front of the dugout suite, and that will do it, but not before Harrisburg takes a 4-0 lead on 5 hits. They leave 1 run on. Reading has some work to do in the bottom half.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners.
You want to buy some low-price
Special thanks to
groceries?
Wild Missing
Just
Family Restaurant
follow
and
me into
Bakery,
this well-lit
Squat
Lidl
Cafe,
grocery store.
College
Here at
Road
Lidl,
Dining
we buy in
Bakery,
bulk and
Pizzeria,
cut down on costs
Jimmy
wherever
G's
possible.
Railroad
Then we
House,
pass the
Lee
savings
Love's
on to
Italian
you.
Restaurant,
Trust me,
and Pizzeria,
everything's done
Jersey
totally
Mike's
legit and
Subs,
above board.
Klingler's
Nothing to be
Uncle
worried
Sonia,
about.
and Subway
Yep,
for making sure
Lidl's
the
pretty
Fightin'
great.
Phils front
It's
office
just your
is never
run-of-the-mill
hungry all
grocery
game
store,
long.
except
Our
with
staff
way,
enjoys delicious meals from our
way
exclusive
lower
partners.
prices.
But don't take our
Lidl.
word for it.
Suspiciously
Find out
low-priced
for
groceries.
yourself
The
today.
Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with EXP Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. EXP Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage
To
Auto
enjoy a
Group
perfectly
Fiesta Friday
crafted
games during the
1893 from the
2022
makers
season.
of Pepsi Cola,
EXP
you must
Realty
first
Group
appreciate
and
its
Alex
carefully
Patansis,
selected
where
ingredients.
everything
A
matters.
dash of cola nut
Highline
extract, a
Merchandising,
hint
formerly
of real
Textiles,
sugar,
is your
a
local
splash
small
of
business
sparkling
company that
water,
provides
and a
trade
generous
printing,
amount of
design,
attractive
and merchandising
spokesperson. Trust
services
me,
for
I'm
local,
gorgeous.
national, and international
Cheers
businesses,
to 1893,
bands, shows,
boldly
and
blended
festivals, including
colas. A delicious
7-time
balance.
Salgazzo leading us off here down by 4 in the bottom of the third inning. That inning got out of control quickly. A ground ball to the first baseman, a toss to the pitcher, and on one pitch there is out number 1. Back to the top of the order here with Kevin Vicuña. Started off with a triple by the catcher. A walk put 2 on, and Jake Alou sent in a run. Ryan Smith reached on a base hit as well. Garcia sent 1 run in, and an error on Jalen Ortiz sent in the other, and that's how we got to the 4-0 count. And there's a called strike to Kevin Vicuña. Takes a pitch down and away. Vicuña started off the season slow. He was making a lot of contact, but he just couldn't get the ball to drop in, and finally he's really started to find a rhythm. As he goes up the middle, gobbled up by Flores. A throw off the line, and Vicuña ran it out. Error on the shortstop there for a throw off base. Doesn't matter, Vicuña's on. I mean, it probably matters to him. But Vicuña is on, and Reading will try to chip into the lead here as Jalen Ortiz heads up. Ortiz been pretty consistent throughout these past few games. Doesn't walk a whole lot, though. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Riding a runner on first. As the righty Wash sets up on the third base side of the rubber, another pitch below the knees, and Ortiz an opportunity to walk here. I hope he proves me wrong and takes ball 4. Coming into this contest, he's only walked twice this season, and obviously on the 3-0 he takes. It is a called strike at the knees. Ortiz, a top prospect in the Phillies organization because of his power, takes ball 4 there for the third one of the season. Reading something brewing here with 2 on and 1 out, the heart of their order as Josh Ockamy heads up. And that will prompt a visit from the pitching coach Justin Long as the catcher Lindsley comes out as well. Rest of the infield stays put as Ockamy waits his turn. Reading still struggling with runners in scoring position, a team batting average of 186, the 5th worst in the minor leagues. But only 11 games into the season, and as I said before, everything can change with one swing of the bat. It's amazing how much yesterday's game affected the stat line because some players got 6 at-bats. I mean, 12 innings will do that to you. As the lefty Ockamy is ready to go here, meeting at the mound is broken up. There's 2 on here and just 1 out in the top of the third. Reading trails by 4. Looking to get on the board early, always fighting from behind. Now, we talked about how their best innings are in the 6th or later. Try not to save it all for the bottom of the 9th this time. Way inside to Ockamy, 1-1 the count. That's Vicuña on second, Ortiz on first. Vicuña, the type of guy that could get you an extra base, get himself to third if possible, as Ockamy chases for strike 2 in the dirt. Wash faces left. Now he'll come home, and Akami down swinging. And there is out number 2 here as Wendell Riho heads up to the plate. Wash is the number 33 prospect in the Nationals organization and number 27 rated by MLB Pipeline. Also noted at one point in time having the best slider in the organization, which we've seen a lot of batters pitch, or a lot of batters swing at down and away. Riho has 2 on, 2 out. In the dirt, good block by Lindsley. Swing and a miss, a big strike 1 on 94 by Wash. Wash spelled G-U-A-S-C-H, a silent G. Here's the 2-1. In for a strike at the knees. Acuna takes a couple steps off second. Riho calls time and steps out of the batter's box. Riho's dad, professional baseball player, now coaches, and he says he's lucky to have that relationship in his life as the pitch goes wild and Lindsley can't find it. Both runners advance into scoring position here. With a full count to Wendell Riho. Says he loves being able to talk baseball with his dad. And even though it can be stressful at times, definitely worth the relationship as he pops this one up to the right side. Coming over is Connell. He makes the catch in foul territory at Reading's bullpen, and they strand 2 on in the bottom of the 4th. Harrisburg leads 4-0 in the top of the 4th.
We're over here in box 2.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Adamstown, Allentown, Lancaster, and Lebanon. Now batting for the Senators, the shortstop number 13, Jackson Flores.
Jackson Flores to lead it off here in the top of the 4th. Noah Skiro back out for some more work holding it together. up to 66 pitches and must have told manager Sean Williams, I'm still ready to work. We did see Mike Adams warming up, but he's sitting back down right now, and he'll wait a minute and see how Skiro plays out. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Flores, who flew out to center his first time up. Only person not to bat in the third as he lines one into left. Good throw in by Vicuña. A leadoff single for the Senators. And here is Lindsley, who led off the third with a triple. Lindsley bats from the left side, throws from the right. Before this season, he only had 129 professional at-bats, and he's already in Double-A, but he does have a former teammate in the system with him, top prospect Cade Cavalli, who we saw for the Senators last season, who he played collegiately with, so I'm sure the Nationals organization knows him very well as Mike Adams begins to warm up once more. No balls, 2 strikes with the runner going. Conley fires to second. What a good throw and tag by Guzman, but the umpire calls him safe. And that'll be a stolen base by Flores to wreck the double play, and a ball out to Lindsley. Just 2 hits on the season so far. A triple and a base knock back against Portland. And the 1-2 fouled back for another. One and 2 poked outside the ballpark. Lots of foul balls here off of Skiro. They just can't make very good contact against him. Skiro looks back, now he'll come home. The crowd wanted that to be strike 3, but I think just a little bit inside for Sean Cassidy. Runner on second, nobody out. Skiro deals, and he gets him with some high heat. A big strikeout for out number 1. Have that as his 4th K of the day, and here is Jack Dunn. Got him to ground out his first time up. And he takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner. Sean Cassidy has been calling that corner for righties. Down and away. Staying consistent with his strike zone. Flores jumpy on second. Checks his swing. Doesn't go around. Seen a lot of stolen bases by opposing teams. Somerset had 6 in one game. Akron was all over Reading's catchers. Skiro gets in a pop foul for strike 2. That bounced off the roof and into the stands. A really good play by a Fightin's fan, much to the cheers of the crowd. Leans over, gets the sign from Jack Conley. Now he comes set at the waist. Looks back at second. Home, second. Here's a 1-2 outside. Pitch number 80 there for Noah Skiro. I imagine this is his last batter no matter what happens. And he goes in the dirt to make it full. Good block by Conley. Skiro's been good in that final pitch of the at-bat. And here's the payoff pitch. He goes down and away, and he does it again. And that is his 6th strikeout, tying again his career high. But Sean Williams will go out and take the ball from him and hand it over to Mike Adams. So we'll take a quick break here and allow him to warm up and be right back in just a moment.
First Packing makes Sundays family fun days at the R-Phil's. 4 seats, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for just $50. Every Sunday, all season long. Right here at America's Classic Ballpark, thanks to First Packing, Classic Harley-Davidson, Aspen Home Improvements, Reading Area Community College, Toledo Food Market, and First Immunization Coalition.
Pitching out of the Alberta University Golden Wolves bullpen. Fightin's pitcher number 17, Mike Adams. Center fielder number 28, Rudy Marte.
Mike Adams on the mound here to face Rudy Martin as we go back to the top of the order. The runner on second is Noah Skiros, as there are 2 outs in this frame. Adams trying to shut it down. Back-to-back balls to start off this at-bat. Been very back and forth this season. As he gets a first pitch strike there to Martin. Adams, who split time between Jersey Shore and Lehigh Valley, is settling into Reading here. He takes a strike, 3-1. A lot of pitchers from South Jersey in this organization now. A lot of players all around. Actually really cool as he gets a strike right down the middle to see the local guys being hailed for their talent. Of course, Adams, Brian Marconi, Josh Akami, even Billy Sullivan, not from too far away. Nick Matera down in Jersey Shore, very close. Zach Warren was from Vineland, now lives in Pennsylvania. And I have to agree with Adams. He says he thinks that will help sell tickets at Phillies games, and I think a lot of people come out to support the local kids, especially somebody like Josh Akami, who played against some of these teams growing up. Adams looks back out. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and it was touched. Touched by Martin, so we'll go again. Flores out on second, was already almost at third. And he'll take his lead again as Adams tries to deliver the final pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Here's the payoff pitch. And a called strike 3 as Rudy Martin is caught standing there. And that'll do it to end the top half. We'll go into the bottom. Reading trails by 4.
It's time for the Golden Oaks Landscaping Pick-a-Song inning. Get ready to enjoy some solid gold picks.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Definitely have to give a huge shout out to Squawk Cafe, the one on 2609 Kaiser Boulevard inside Riverfront Federal Credit Union. They brought the team feed for tonight. It was a delicious wrap, a fresh salad, and it was so nice to change it up from the traditional ballpark food today. So hard to work in the land of hot dogs and fries. Not complaining though, but nice to have that fresh food that Squawk Cafe has with great fast service and made-to-orders options, so would recommend checking them out as Madison Stokes steps in the batter's box here for the bottom of the fourth. Reading trails by 4. They have just one hit here. Stokes will get the end of his bat over to the second baseman and on to first for a quick out. Reading has gotten a ground out to lead off the frame the past 3 innings. That's the kind of weak contact that Wash is inducing. As Jonathan Guzman comes up. Puts the bunt down. It's a pop-up that goes behind him for strike 1. Had a journalist come today from a newspaper in the Dominican Republic who was here in the States for a couple of weeks and worked in the Dominican Winter and Summer League, writes for one of their big newspapers out there, and got a chance to sit down with Guzman today as he takes a pitch inside. And it was Guzman's first ever interview. And he did really well, was really proud of him and appreciated how forthcoming he was. And it was in Spanish, so I think that made him a little bit more comfortable. And settling in to baseball in the States. Although very cold for those guys from the DR. Not used to this weather, warm all year round there as he chases a pitch in the dirt. A drop, third strike, but it's tossed to first. And there is out number 2.
The catcher, number 37, Jack Conley.
And here's the catcher, Jack Conley, who might try to throw down a bunt as well. Appreciate everybody listening in here today, whether you're on Minor League Baseball TV or you're on one of our social media platforms. Thanks for joining me. Conley takes the ball outside. And there's another one below his knees. Conley has a 3-game on-base streak. He does walk quite a bit. Yesterday he got his first hit of the season, a blooper into shallow right. He'll send it into right again. This one's got way more on it. Back at the track is Connell, but he makes the catch to end the inning, and Reading goes down in order quickly. So on to the 5th we go. Harrisburg up by 4, and we should see Mike Adams for another inning of work.
It's time for sponsored by Gallagher Mechanical.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Mike Adams here after getting the final out of the bottom of the 4th. The final line for Noah Skiro coming in. As the first pitch is fouled back off the bat of Jake Alou. Skiro 82 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned. 1 walk and a continuing his career high of 6 strikeouts. 82 pitches, I think, is the longest we've seen out of any Fightin' Phil, as Adams gets it called strike number 2. Wind has died down here a little bit at the ballpark. Gets him to think about cutting on the inside, but he ends up holding up. Adams sets up, glove at the hat, and gets another foul ball off of Alou. He has a bright red glove that coincidentally matches his Phillies uniform. Talking about before how he is the co-owner of a baseball complex out in New Jersey and spent the off-season working there. Said sometimes he'd go all day and then remember that he didn't get to work out himself. So he got in the habit of waking up early, getting to his training facility early, and putting in the work, but said it was so rewarding to help other people with their baseball work, and he thinks that that made him a better player. And sometimes, you know, they say if you can teach it, then you really know it. And here's a full count to the batter, Jake Alou. Up the middle with a base hit. Running over is Ortiz. He backhands it and fires it in. A third straight inning where the Senators start things off with a hit. And there's 1 on and nobody out here for Ryan Smith. Adams comes home inside. Good frame by Conley, but don't get the call they're looking for, so it's ball number 1. Adams checks over on the runner at first. Alou has had 2 stolen bases so far this season, but the righty has his back to first. This time he'll come home. 93 whizzing by Ryan Smith. KJ Harrison, the cleanup hitter, waiting on deck as Adams gets a high pop-up out of Ryan Smith. Rijo coming over in front of the Harrisburg dugout. He makes the catch in foul territory, and that is a big first out for Adams as the cleanup hitter, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks, comes up. Those were against Skiros, so his first time seeing Adams this series. Runner on first, 1 out. Conley tries to get him off the bag. Good throw from his knees, but not in time. Down to first. Alou is taking quite a big lead there, and Madison Stokes at the ready. Adams comes home outside. They picked him off. Can they get the out? Over to Guzman. Adams covering. The guys keep running back, and were they able to put the tag on him? Salgazzo, they say no. And I guess he's safe at second there. So it went, and that's just going to go in as a stolen base after all that. It went, and Guzman is staying put on first. It went Adams over to Stokes, then Stokes to Guzman, Guzman to the covering Adams, Adams to Gazzo, who tried to make the tag, but he was kind of in front of the runner. And a good play by the Fightins, but they don't get an out, and so now Alou is on second. And there is a called strike to Harrison, who says something to the home plate umpire, Sean Cassidy. The 1-2, ground ball left side. Guzman bobbles it, but he picks it up cleanly and on to first. Way to stay controlled in that play by the young shortstop. And they hold the runner at second. There's 2.
The designated hitter, number 16, Wilson Garcia.
Garcia, 2 for 2 today from the left side. Adams comes in, ball 1. You can hear the music coming from the club across the street as Adams gets a foul ball. Garcia pops it into his own shin and ends up in the dirt. Taking some time to stand back up, and he is able to. The umpire will give him some extra time, walk back to the mound. Garcia taking a moment here. And now the manager, Trip Keister, is going to try to walk to the plate just as Garcia heads back into the batter's box. So hopefully he seems okay here. And I'm being told the music is from the Plaza stage for the kids' half inning as Conley chases a wild pitch and the runner moves over 90 feet from the plate. Harrisburg already leads 4-0 on 7 hits. Reading just 1 hit. And the Fightins are always doing entertainment at the field to keep everybody involved. Some people, of course, here for the baseball game. Some are not. And we respect that and embody that here with all the outside entertainment and keeping kids and adult happy, as this is smoked out to right. Mark Ward is tracking it, and he makes the catch, and that'll do it here. So after all that, Adams strands a runner on. 4-0 to the bottom of the fifth. Reading's got to chip away at this lead sometime.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Fullerton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Fullerton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Fullerton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need, from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Reading trails 4-0, but it's their turn to bat as Hunter Marquardt is going to lead us off. Wash still out on the mound for the Senators with 60 pitches under his belt. Reading has just one hit on the board. Senators have 7. Marquardt goes for the bunt, but he takes a ball at the feet. Foul ball back, and there's strike number 1. Marquardt swings fully and fouls it back for strike number 2. Always starts out with that bunt opportunity, and I think if he doesn't connect on the first pitch, just pulls it back to a full swing. Reading looking for a base runner after going down in order in the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes here out of Wash. Somebody stretching in the bullpen for the Senators. As Marquardt connects, this will drop in for a base hit. All the way to the wall goes Rhinesmith. Marquardt is hustling for 2 and holds up. And he starts off the inning with a double, the dugout going wild. And man, does he have some legs on him. Here's Salgazzo now with a runner in scoring position and nobody away. Gazzo still looking for his first hit of the season. Only playing in his 4th game so far, at bat number 10 coming up right now. From the left side, the switch hitter takes ball number 1. Here's the pitch at the knees for a called strike. Looking back at second, now coming home, Gazzo sends this one foul. Crowd going wild here, wants some offense out of the Fightin' Phils. Marquardt on second. The 1-2 is foul tipped into the glove of Lindsley, out number 1. I would not be surprised if Marquardt doesn't try to go for third. As Kevin Vicuña steps into the righty batter's box, back to the top of the order. He reached on an error by the shortstop. Also flew out to right, fouls back the first pitch he sees. And he takes a slider down by the feet for ball number 1. Wind picking up again, out to left, perfect for Vicuña. Does have a double and 2 triples, but no long balls as of yet. FirstEnergy Stadium is the place to do it. Instead, he pokes it the other way. Hustling over is Connell. And in the Fightin's dugout, he makes the catch. Marquardt forced to stay put, even as the throw goes errant. And that is out number 2. And it'll all rest upon Jalen Ortiz here, Reading down by 4. Marquardt led off with a double. Cannot let this go to waste here in the midpoint of the ball game. Jersey Shore leading 6-1 over Asheville. DJ Stewart, McCarthy, Tatum, both notching RBIs. Out to center field. Don't think it got enough on it as Rudy Martin makes the grab, and that'll do it. Reading strands a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th. So on to the 6th we go, and Mike Adams should get another inning of work here in just a moment.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
For nothing, the Senators lead here going into the top of the 6th. Reading had a leadoff double in the bottom half by Hunter Marquardt, but just couldn't get him across. And so Mike Adams back for another inning of work, as Justin Connell will lead off the Senators here. Adams had a leadoff base hit in the top half, but was able to shut down Harrisburg and not allow any runners across. So we'll see if he could do that again here and keep his team in the ball game. Harrisburg 7 hits, Reading 2. Both teams making 1 error in the field as Connell pops back foul ball for strike number 2. And another foul ball back will do it again. Lehigh Valley putting 3 runs on in the bottom of the 4th. They trail the AAA Washington Nationals affiliate by just 1 run here. On a couple of wild pitches, a slow roller, Rijo on the run. There's nothing he could do with it. He just eats it. And a base hit up the third base line. Lands a runner on first with nobody out. Again, Reading just getting unlucky with some of these, the way these balls come off the bat. The one that deflected off of Skiro, there was nothing he could do about it. Now this slow roller up the third base that takes a weird hop. And it will set up Adams for a double play ball if possible. Thought that in the 5th, but then Alou stole a base. And it's possible from Connell here as well. They almost got a pickoff attempt, so we'll see if perhaps they can get the job done on the base paths here. Connell definitely thinks about going as Flores way ahead on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball out of Adams. Rijo playing in at third. Stokes holding on the runner. Infield, outfield, back deep. Adams going over, keeping an eye. Up to 32 pitches here, but he's cruising. Nobody warming up in the Fightin's bullpen as of yet. Ground ball left side over the head of Rijo and into the outfield. Vicuña coming, the throw at third. And it's not in time. Sliding in is Connell, and he took an extra base when he could easily have stopped at second. Harrisburg runners on the corners with nobody out.
The catcher, number 40, Brady.
Jack Conley comes out, gives the signs to his team here. As Brad Lindsley steps in, had a triple and a strikeout already as the wind has died down. That flag out in center hanging at the pole. Baseball under the lights here at FirstEnergy Stadium. It is pitch black now, usually around 8 o'clock or so. First pitch ball out of Lindsley. Good frame by Jack Conley, just couldn't get the call. The count 2-0. And now we do see somebody starting to warm up in the bullpen for Reading as Julian Garcia picks up a ball and begins to throw. 3 balls, no strikes here to Lindsley. Adams does have an open base, but that is it. Looking for out number 1. He sends a first pitch strike into Lindsley. Flores at first has already stolen a base in this game. I think he's going to try to take one, but we'll see what happens with this pitch as ball 4 comes in. It doesn't matter. Lindsley is walked and the bases are loaded. Reading struggling with walks in the past. The past 2 games they have walked in a run. Yesterday's game, the cumulative pitchers walked 13 batters. Now I know that was a 12-inning game, but certainly don't want to walk in a run. That's a free pass as the pitching coach Matt Hockenberry is going to come out. Wendell Rijo coming in from third, as well as Jack Conley. Probably giving Garcia some time to warm up here and trying to settle down. Adams, no damage done as of yet, but the base is juiced and nobody out here. Reading trails by 4 at the midway point in this game, and certainly doesn't want to trail by any more. without starting to chip away at Harrisburg's lead. Tomorrow, also a 6:45 start here at FirstEnergy Stadium. It's Adam Leverett, the righty, versus Cole Henry, Washington Nationals' number 3 prospect. So it should be a really good game. We've seen awesome things out of Leverett so far this season, and I'll be looking forward to that on a wonderful Friday night with fireworks here at the ballpark. But first, the top of the 6th inning here at today's game, as Adams comes home in the dirt to Jack Dunn, who hit a grand slam in yesterday's game in the 12th, and he's put in a similar situation here today with Connell on third, Flores on second, and Lindsley on first. Conley's gonna do a lot to protect the plate here as back-to-back pitches come in the dirt. The count 2-0. Get a fresh baseball here. Pitch number 40 from Mike Adams impending. And there's a called strike at the knees. Ground ball up the middle. It's awkward again. Guzman over to first, and it's not in time. A base hit from Dunn scores a run. It's 5-0 Harrisburg. Sean Williams is going to have something to say about that as he comes out to talk to the first base umpire, the crew chief Kelvis Velez. Again, another awkward play for the Fightins. Bounced over the head of Adams in no man's land in front of second base. Williams having a couple words with Velez here. As Guzman is on the mound with Adams. Now he walks back. And we'll see if that is it for Adams after Sean is done trying to really make his point to Velez here, fighting the players' battles. As Rudy Martin will be up next, back to the top of the order. Dunn has had a heck of a series, a guy who came in batting 0, as Sean Williams is going to make a move for the dugout and then reroute his way to the mound, and that should be it here for Mike Adams. We'll take a break as we get ready for Julian Garcia to come in and pitch here, trying to get us out of the 6th.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Well, tough problem when you played 12 yesterday and you go through 7 pitchers is that some of the bullpen guys might have to go a little bit longer than normal. Adams out there for 42 pitches. He leaves with the bases loaded for Julian Garcia here, stuck in the top of the 6th. 1 run already scored, no outs on the board, and we're in the top of the order as Garcia misses way inside and Conley slides all across the dirt to save that pitch. It's Flores on third, Lindsley on second, and Dunn on first. Martin fouls one back. There's strike 1. 0 for 2 with a walk today for the leadoff hitter for the Senators. 3 base hits and a walk in this inning. And another ball in the dirt. Conley working hard to protect the plate. Senators already in double-digit hits with 10. Reading has 2. Both teams have made an error in the field. Garcia's last outing, an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, did strike out 3. Has inherited 1 runner before this season and left him on the bases in a different situation here with the bases loaded and nobody out, but they will go back to Adams if they score. And he comes upstairs for ball number 4, and that is going to walk in a run. It's 6-0 Harrisburg. Well, it happened Tuesday, it'll happen Wednesday, and it happened today, where the Fightin's pitching staff had walked in a run. And not helpful when you do it to yourself. So Lindsley on third, Dunn on second, and Martin on first as Jake Alou, who's 2 for 2 today. A wild pitch gets by Conley. Throw to Garcia, tag at the plate, and he's safe. What a tag by Garcia, though. I thought that was a really good defensive play, but a wild pitch lets another run in, and it's 7-0 Harrisburg, and quickly this game is getting out of hand. Dunn at third, Martin at second. Ball 1 here to Jake Alou. Infield's going to come in. They're going to try to protect the run at the plate here. Another pitch inside. Garcia will have first open at this point. And I can't imagine how tough it is to come in with the bases loaded. What an interesting situation. Garcia's done it all. He was a starter at some point last year, which is the complete opposite. You've got to fresh everything, and it's all in your control. Here he's trying to keep it as tight as he possibly can under the most stressful situation. And he'll get a first pitch strike there into Alou. Swing and a miss. There's a big strike 2 here. Garcia just looking for the first out of this inning, as Harrisburg is going to warm somebody else up now for the starter here, up by 7 in the top of the 6th. Up the middle over the head of Guzman. 1 run will score off a base knock by Alou, and they're going to try to score 2. The play at the plate, the throw is high, and the tag is late. It's 9-0 Harrisburg. And on the throw, Alou was able to get to second, so he got himself in scoring position. And now
the left fielder, number 9, Jacob.
The third run to score was Garcia's, and that runner on second is his. So they'll start counting for him. Here is Jacob Rhinesmith now, with still nobody out, but just 1 runner on this time. First pitch inside, righty on lefty matchup. That's what's so tough about these Senators, is 3/4 of their hitters bat from the left side, including 2 switch hitters in their lineup. And again, Garcia misses inside. You can see him trying to keep his right hand warm, very cold and windy out there again today. Here's the pitch from the righty, in for a strike. Senators 9 run on 11 hits, Reading no runs on 2 hits. Both teams have made an error in the field. I've noticed Harrisburg has a couple of big innings a game, Reading trickling their runs in across the board. As ball number 3 comes in upstairs. The 6th inning, one of the tougher innings for Reading's pitchers. As is the 5th and the 1st. And there is ball 4. Ryan Smith will head down to first, and we're still looking for out number 1. Jack Conley will come out to talk to Garcia here. He's going to take a deep breath, get off the mound, and try to reset.
Harrison.
Here is KJ Harrison with 2 on and nobody out. Runners take their leads. Harrison has been a pretty solid cleanup hitter for the Senators. 0 for 3 tonight with a pair of strikeouts. He saw Adam back in the 5th where he grounded out to short. That would be nice right now for Garcia, as he's attempting back-to-back balls. And somebody else is going to start warming up in the bullpen now.
Warming up in the Fightin's bullpen, 51, Austin.
As Austin Ross is going to be warming up. Harrison pops one foul. Ross came from the Florida Complex League today, and we might see him out there for the first time, although we saw him a lot last season. Led Reading in wins last season, was typically first out of the bullpen as well. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Harrison. Garcia takes a deep breath, comes home upstairs. Ball 3. He does have a base open, but would not want the bases loaded for the 3rd time in this inning. 3-1, fouled back. And it's a full count here as the pitch lands on the roof. That was the 18th pitch by Garcia. Alou on second, Ryan Smith on first. Still nobody out here, top 6. Garcia looks back. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, bases loaded. This is cool. This is a Garcia on Garcia matchup. It's Julian Garcia on the mound and Wilson Garcia at the plate. How fun is that? It's the little things. And here's the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. I think he's just trying to give Austin Ross some time to warm up. This is already the 2nd pitcher of the inning. Will we see 3? Reading used 7 pitchers yesterday. They don't have a lot open in their bullpen. They did bring in Austin Ross, so that's a possibility. Matt Seelinger hasn't thrown this series. Billy Sullivan threw on Tuesday. Lackney's on the developmental list. Eric Miller threw on Tuesday. He only threw 1 inning. He'd probably be up there along with Sullivan. He only threw 9 pitches, so he's in line with Seelinger, I would think. Seelinger and Miller. And so, here is Garcia on Garcia, who is going to win. He sends ball 1 inside. The bases are loaded. We've already seen a run being walked in. Wendell Rijo is playing in. Everyone else back deep. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed goes Julian. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I imagine this will be his last batter either way. But we'll see as he kicks and fires. Out to left. Tracking over is Vicuña. He makes the catch. Tagging is Alou, a sacrifice fly for Wilson Garcia scores run number 10 for Harrisburg, and they've batted through the order with just one out on the board. Here is Connell for the second time in the top of the sixth.
Number 44, Justin Connell.
Ryan Smith still on second, Harrison on first. Connell had a base hit and a run scored already. And it took Connell too long to get in, so he is going to take a strike for violating the pitch clock. And he'll start with an 0-1 count. Garcia sends him a ball. You have even extra time to get in if you're a batter. If there's runners on, you have 18 seconds. Looking back is Garcia. Now he comes home, sends 90 mile an hour past him for strike number 2. And now he seems to have settled in. Four hits and 4 walks this inning for Harrisburg as they've plated 6 runs. They lead 10-0. And Garcia gets a perfect strike 3 there as Connell is punched down. And it looks like Garcia can get us through this inning as Jackson Flores heads up. He had a base hit and a run scored as well. Garcia looking for out number 3 with 2 on. First pitch ball here. As Ross has stopped warming up. Standing by with Colby Fitch. The pitch goes wild from Jack Conley, but he's able to keep it in front of him. Nobody advances. Garcia up to pitch number 30 coming up in just a moment. "11 hits for Harrisburg. Reading just 2. And the 2-0 is a perfect strike. Just 2 more to get us out of this frame. There's in the dirt, a good pop by Conley. 3-1. Once again, Garcia does have an open base. Don't want to continue this inning as longer than necessary. You can see the guys out there stretching and jumping to stay warm. And there's ball 4 above his head. That will walk Flores down to first. Walk number 5 with the bases loaded. Sean Williams says that's enough. He'll take the ball and hand it to Austin Ross here as we try to get out of the top of the 6th. 2 outs and 6 runs already scored for the Senators. Hold on, we'll be just back in a moment.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from
territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
just looking for good old out number 3 here in the top of the 6th inning. 6 runs on 4 hits and 6 walks as Austin Ross makes his season debut here for the Fightin' Phils after joining us from the Florida Complex League today. He sends a first pitch strike here to Brad Lindsley. He'll come in with the bases loaded and 2 outs here, the third pitcher of this inning, as Garcia leaves Rhinesmith on third, Harrison on second, and Flores on first. Senators lead 10-0 here. Ross kicks and fires inside, and there's strike 2. A Pittsburgh native, Ross spent a lot of 2021 here with us in Reading.
Warming up for the Senators, 39, Dakota Clement.
And here's the pitch by Ross. Out to center. Could be playable for Ortiz. On the run back. It's over his head. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And a 3-run double for the catcher, Lindsay, who's having himself a day. It is 13-0 Harrisburg. All those runs tracking back to Julian Garcia. And man, is the catcher, Lindsay, having himself a day here. His first game of the series, a triple and a double. And good hustle by Flores on first to get himself all the way around to home. Here's Dunn, who had a base hit, an RBI, and a run scored already in this inning. Fouls back the first pitch he sees. Glove at the chest for Austin Ross. Kicks and fires home, and a foul ball back. We are 1 strike away from getting out of this. Man on second, 2 outs here. 9 runs already plated by the Senators, but they get out of this inning as Dunn chases some high heat. The crowd roars. Down by 13 into the bottom of the 6th we go. Some offense, please.
Attention fans, it's time for the Roof Knights of West Reading Slingshot Sing-Along.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it.
Sing along to the sounds of baseball town leader, Taylor Swift.
Enough to try. That's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Hello, everyone. Lots of baseball left here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading down 13 runs on 12 hits as Josh Akami takes back-to-back strikes. A new pitcher and a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as the starter Richard Wash's day is done. Reading just 2 hits so far in today's contest. Excuse me, they are going to roll with Richard Wash through the top of this bottom of the 6th. They've done this the past 2 games where they'll let a pitcher get 2 out, and then they'll put somebody in for the 3rd out. And I imagine that's something similar here, as still warming up in the bullpen is Dakota Clemmer. Checked his swing. He does go around, and strike 3 for Akami to start off this inning. Strikeout number 5 for Wash, and 2 for Akami as Wendell Rijo comes up. The 2 hits of the day for Reading belong to Ortiz and Markwart, both of them doubles. Infield, outfield, back deep here for Wendell Rijo. We saw him smash one over the fence in the bottom of the 9th last night for his 2nd of the season. And he takes back-to-back balls. Just slipping under the Mendoza line here is Rijo, batting 196 now. As Wash keeps dealing, he smacks Rijo. And he turns, and it gets his bat while he's trying to get out of the way, so he doesn't even get a hit by pitch. From that, it's a foul ball. And it's 2-1 now. Just bad luck for Reading, honestly. I feel they've had plays like that that just have knock on their way that are very odd. Again, high and tight comes Wash, who is now up to 81 pitches. And the 3-1 count to Rijo here, just looking for a base runner. And here's the pitch inside again. That'll do it for ball 4. And they've got a base runner as Wendell Rijo heads down to first. Crowd cheers him on. And here is Madison Stokes with a runner on and 1 out.
The first baseman, number 15, Madison Stokes.
First pitch strike at the knees. Stokes struck out and grounded out to second his first time up. And he takes a pitch to the knees for strike 2. We'll go around the system and see where everyone's going at. Lehigh Valley has taken a 5-4 lead over Rochester after a double from Dustin Peterson. And Jersey Shore leads 7-1. DJ Stewart having himself a night. And Stokes stays alive with a foul ball on the roof, 1-2. 93 as Wash is still cranking him out here. Bottom of the 6th. Rijo on first. He's stolen 2 bases this season. And Stokes chases down and away as Wash goes off speed. And there is 6 strikeouts for the starter, and that'll do it as Trip Keister comes out. So the old 2-out replacement will get us through the bottom of the 6th. We'll take a break and wait for somebody to warm up for Harrisburg.
Special talents, in fact, like
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen is made here. In the bottom of the sixth with 2 outs and a runner on first, in comes Jacody Clemmer, who I've actually seen before back when he was in the Indians organization. But after last season, he was claimed off of waivers by the Nationals, has been as far as AAA as he comes inside to Jonathan Guzman. He'll have the starter Wash's Wendell Rijo over on first. And 2 outs on the board. Reading trails 13-0. Clemmer, a product of Central Arizona Junior College, has pitched in 2 games this season. Struck out 3, let no runs across. Just 2 hits. The 2-0 outside 3-0. Walked just 1 batter, as he's got a 3-0 count here to Jonathan Guzman. Reading just 2 hits, 1 from Ortiz and 1 from Marquardt. And there's a strike at the knees. Reading trying to brew something in the bottom of the 6th. The top half, Senators had a 9-run inning, but if they can do it, we can too, as Guzman takes ball 4 outside. And 2 walks in this inning have put 2 on. And here is the catcher, Jack Conley.
The catcher, number 37, Jack Conley.
Takes a first pitch strike on the inside corner. Clemmer, 26 years old. Sends a ball to Jack Conley. He rips it foul down the third base line. The third baseman, Alou, does a barrel roll to try to get to it. And there is strike 2. So Conley in an 0-2 count with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Clemmer. He thought it was strike 3, but it's not. Jack's got another opportunity here. The 1-2 sent out to right field in an awkward area. He hit one there yesterday. Today it's caught by Dunn as Reading strands 2 runners on. They fail to score a run onto the top of the 7th, down by 13.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador Day Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Got to give a quick shout out to the Manor Golf Club, which one is the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. A lot of the players and coaches go and play there, and I've heard great things about their championship-style golf course. If I played, that's where I would go. As Austin Ross comes out after getting the final out of the top of the 6th, he'll face off the top of the order, Rudy Martin. A lot of at-bats being got by everybody on the Senators these past 2 games. Oh, and 1 to Rudy Martin. Austin will now work with a fresh frame after coming in with the bases loaded as he gets strike number 2. One ball, 2 strikes out from Austin Ross. And he gets a curved ball that swoops in the strike zone, and there is out number 1. Ross's second strikeout here as Jake Alou heads up. Out to right goes Alou. Tracking back is Ortiz. Bounces off the wall. He picks it up. Alou heading for third. Instead, he'll pull up at second. And a 1-out double for Alou, who's had a 4-hit day here in 5 at-bats. His first extra base hit.
The left fielder, number 9, Jacob Rhinestone.
Here's Jacob Rhinestone. Ross graduated from Radford University, where he played 4 seasons. There, 153 innings pitched. Rhinestone, that's funny. Ryan Smith gets a first pitch strike. He's had a hit and 2 runs scored today. Ross also did a stint in the Australian Baseball League back in 2020. 0 earned runs while he was out there as he gets a high pop-up from Ryan Smith. Vicuña hustling in, and calling him off is Guzman. It pops out of his glove and into Vicuña's. A 2-person out for the Fightins. And if that's how you have to get it done, look at that teamwork. That was fun. As Guzman bumps Vicuña's glove. I guess that'll go in deflected off of Guzman, even though really tried to catch. That's a top 10 play right there. That's going viral. So, 2 outs for Austin Ross with a runner on second here. Top 7. And he sends a ball into KJ Harrison, who's looking for his first hit of the day. Did walk and score a run back in the 6th. And a ball comes a little too inside here. Checks his swing upstairs. They point to the first base umpire, Velez, and there is strike 1. Infield, outfield back. The wind is picked up. It's going out to center here. Ross brings it from mid-90s down to 72. And way behind the pitch is Harrison. Two and two, swing and a miss as he gets him on a slider down and away, and that'll do it here in the 7th. A big fat 0 off of Austin Ross, and 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. We'll take a quick break, down by 13.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Bottom of the 7th, down by 13. Dakota Clemmer back out for another inning of work, and here is Hunter Marquardt, who has had one of the 2 hits for Reading in today's contest. Marquardt had a double back in the 5th. Reading has been shut out once this season, 11-0 in 7 innings against Akron. Clemmer gets a first pitch strike, and then he gets Marquardt to foul one back. Clemmer leans over at the hips. Glove comes down at the chest, moves through, kind of a sidearm release, or at least the slot is about 45 degrees. And there's a ball outside. Senators in their road red jerseys with the red caps and road gray pants. Of course, Reading in their pinstripe uniforms. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Marquardt from the left side. Clemmer gets a swing and a miss out of Marquardt. There is out number 1. Strikeout number 1 for Clemmer. Here's Sal Gazzo. Gazzo takes ball one, still looking for his first hit of the season. 0-2, a ground out to first and a strikeout here in today's game. And he takes a ball outside. On the outside corner, and 3-0. Gazzo has not walked yet this season. Could be his first one here, usually on the 3-0. Don't expect a swing, but he's going to take ball 4 upstairs, and Reading has a base runner with 1 out as they go back to the top of the order.
That's another Phil's walk. Walk into your dream home with fielder Stephanie Young. The left fielder, number 3, Kevin Vicuña.
$13-0 Harrisburg as Vicuña takes a pitch inside. He's 0 for 3 today, reached on an error back in the 3rd. Clemmer setting up on the first base side of the rubber, kicks and fires in the dirt, and that is quite a number of balls in a row and will prompt a visit from the catcher, Lindsley. And just a short visit as he gets back behind the plate, with Sal Gazzo on first. And a 2-0 count here to Vicuña. There's a strike. He looks over at Sean Williams, gets the sign. And he chases some high heat for strike 2. Infield back deep with a 2-2 count and 1 out on the board. The pitch checks his swing and he goes around. Doesn't quite agree with the home plate umpire Cassidy, but he'll have to stroll back to the dugout with 2 outs. Here's Jalen Ortiz with a runner on first. At some point, somebody's going to connect for Reading. And we'll hope it'll be sometime soon, as Ortiz takes a ball below the knees. Gazzo still out on first after being walked. And another pitch below the knees, a 2-0 count here to Ortiz. Clemmer up to 25 pitches here through an inning of work. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Ortiz, a top prospect. We've talked about his power before, but he is getting more patient at the plate with his reading of pitches as he holds up inside. There's ball 3. 3-1. Gazzo already walked to first. Looking for anything to keep the line moving here. Righty on righty deals. Sharply hit up the third baseline, but it's foul. And the full count now with 2 outs on the board and a runner on. Here's the payoff pitch, runner going, ball 4. And Reading will continue the inning as Ortiz heads down to first on a free pass. There's 2 on and 2 outs here for Josh Akami. Akami 0 for 2 with a walk himself. Gets the sign from his manager, Sean Williams, over at third. Reading just looking to break the shutout here. Akami has already broke up a no-hitter earlier this season. He's got a 7-game on base streak for the Fightins as he takes ball 1 outside. And there's a called strike on the knees. Starting to get chilly here in Baseball Town. Wind picking up out to center. Akami lines it past the shortstop into the outfield. Reading's going to break the shutout as Salgazzo scores and the crowd erupts. A firework goes off for a base hit. Give it to us. And Reading continues the rally inning. Runners on the corners here as Josh Akami is clutch. Rio comes up, Ortiz on third, Akami on first. He's walked once today. Crowd getting loud here for Wendell Rio as a pitch comes way outside. Good scoop by Lindsley. 1 ball, 1 strike. I know the MILB app is having trouble with their volume. That's something we'll look into before tomorrow. Runners on the corners here as Reading has something brewing. 2 outs on the board. It's Wendell Rio. Here's the 2-1. Below the knees, 3-1. There is a base open for Rio. And Declody Clemmer trying to work out of a jam here. Three and one from Clemmer. It's in the dirt. It's ball 4. And loading the bases is Reading as Rio jogs down on a free pass. Ortiz, Akami, Rio from left to right. And here is Madison Stokes. We'll see a visit now from the pitching coach, Justin Long. Somebody is starting to stretch in the bullpen for Harrisburg. They do have a 13-run lead here. That is Andrew Lee warming up. He was a starter last year, but turned into kind of a bullpen guy this year. He won't be warmed up in time to come in, I would say, at least for the next 2 batters, but we'll see how long this at-bat goes from Madison Stokes as he comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Now Lindsley's going to have to be very careful back behind the plate. We've seen a lot of wild pitches score runs this series. 2 outs on the board. Stokes takes a strike. Clemmer comes home way inside. He holds off. The count evens 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Clemmer's struggling here with the bases loaded. Reading trying to put something on, at least crack away. They've already scored a run. It's 13-1. And just want a little more offensive action as Stokes takes a pitch down and away. Ball 3. There's no place to put him. Here's the 3-1 with 2 outs. It's a foul ball into Harrisburg's dugout. And man, oh man, is this intense. Bases loaded, 2 outs, ball 4, and Madison Stokes walks in a run. Ortiz crosses the plate, Alcamita third, and Rijo to second. 4 walks in the inning by Dakota Clemmer, and here is Jonathan Guzman, who was on a hot streak trying to get back on there every day. And the bases remain loaded with 2 outs here. Reading rallying as Guzman takes a pitch inside. Again inside to Guzman, 2-0. One more time, there's no place to put him. Right down the middle. Reading has already put 2 runs on in this frame. And here's the pitch inside to Guzman, 3-1. Already walked back in the 6th, trying to do it again in the 7th. Jack Conley, the only one who hasn't been up this inning in the on-deck circle. Crowd going wild. The pitch, ball 4, and back-to-back walks by Clemmer, walks in a run, and Reading trails 13-3. The crowd elated here. And that'll be it as Trip Keister heads out for Dakota Clemmer. We'll take a short break and allow Andrew Lee to warm up. Be back in just a moment with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Well, Reading calls upon Jack Conley here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. They've already scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. And a pitching change as Clemmer passes the ball over to Andrew Lee. Lee Sends a first pitch wild, and it comes off the backstop so hard that Rijo can't get off of third. Lee, originally an 11th round pick back in 2015 from Tennessee. Pitched in 3 games this season so far. Did pitch in Harrisburg last year, also in AAA Rochester, kind of on and off as a starter and a reliever. As Lee sends another pitch into the corner, this time it's a strike. In his 8 innings this year, 7 hits, 3 runs. High strikeout count to walk, just 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. It's Rijo on third, Stokes on second, and Guzman on first as the ball comes outside. The Senators pitching staff has already walked in 2 runs here, and Josh Akami sent in 1 as well. So it's 13-3 here. And ironically, the same count in hits as Conley checks his swing, but he doesn't go around for ball 3. Conley, the last batter in this inning, before we go back to Marquardt, who started us off. Glove at the waist here for Lee. He kicks and fires outside, ball 4, and that walks in a run. Jack Conley heads down to first on a free pass while Rendell Rijo crosses the plate. It's 13-4. Any way you can do it, get that on-base percentage rolling as a righty on lefty matchup here with Marquardt, who struck out his first time up. Quick check something in my game notes here. Reading has batted around the lineup once against Akron, but this is their 2nd time doing it. 6 walks and 1 hit, 2 strikeouts as Marquardt takes strike 1. Holds off on a ball upstairs. Of course, with 2 outs here, and there has been for the past 6 batters, everybody going on contact. Here's the pitch. A good frame by Lindsley to bring it back up in the strike zone. And the count 1-2 here to Marquardt. He hit a double in the 5th, and he takes strike 3 for the 2nd time this inning. And that'll do it for Reading, but they played 4 runs on a couple of walks. And they trail now 13-4 going into the top of the 8th at America's Classic Ballpark.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Well, Austin Ross will get another inning of work here with some run support as Wilson Garcia steps up to the plate and takes strike number 1. Garcia has had 2 hits tonight and a sacrifice fly. Sharp ground ball foul. There's strike 2. Ross just 19 pitches coming into this inning, although it's his 3rd frame he's been a part of. Sharply hit, ground ball gobbled up by Madison Stokes. He bodied that to keep it in front of him, and there's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 44, Justin Connell.
Here's Justin Connell with 1 away. 1 for 4 today, a pair of strikeouts as well. Ross misses for ball 1. Harrisburg plated 4 runs in the 3rd and then 9 in the 6th. Reading put 4 on in the bottom of the 7th, and that's how we got to 13-4. Senators have 13 hits. Reading has just 3. Both teams have made an error in the field as this is smoked out to left by Justin Connell. It clears the stadium. And a solo shot for Connell makes it 14-4. And the Senators are back to their 10-run lead. Connell's 2nd home run of the season. And the 1st home run of the game here.
The shortstop, number 13, Jackson Flores.
Here's Jackson Flores now with 1 away. There's a strike, down and away. Flores 2 for 3 today, also a walk and 2-run scores, so he's been all over the bases tonight. The bigger bases, the 19-inch bases, they're up from 17 inches this year, trying to make it a little bit safer. And get a little more running action as well. Popped up, it's going to come out of the field of play, even though Conley tracks back for it. And there's strike 2. One and 2 count above the letters for ball number 2. 1 out here for Austin Ross, trying to get out of this top of the 8th and send his team back to work in the bottom half. Three and 2, a full count here. Ross has got a couple of strikeouts under his belt already. 3 as he kicks and fires. Pop up into foul territory. It's going to head into the left field grandstand. $11 strikeouts for the Senators today after 21 yesterday. Guzman has to come all the way back from the foul line. The payoff pitch, pop foul, will do it again. That was the 7th, as you can hear it smack on the roof. And I'll head back in the batter's box for the 3rd. Full count pitch. And that is ball number 4. So Flores will head down to first. And the inning will continue here with Lindsley. And a runner on, 1 out. Here's Ross. He comes upstairs to the lefty Lindsley. He's had a couple of extra base hits, a triple and a double for a catcher. He runs very well on the bases, similar to Logan O'Hoppe as Ross misses inside. Glove at the chest. And ball number 3. Just can't find the strike zone here. And the 3-0 does come in for a called strike, so he'll get 1 and work his way back from there. Somebody's getting loose in Reading's bullpen now. Jacket's coming off, sweatshirt's coming off. I gotta bet it's Matt Seelinger. And there's strike number 2, so it's a full count. Back to back, he walked Flores. We'll see if he can get Lindsley now. Three-two pitch up high. Back-to-back walks here from Austin Ross. And it is Matt Seelinger warming up. Well, running out of options here. 2 on, 1 out. The number 9 hitter, Jack Dunn. Though I say that lightly because it hit a grand slam yesterday. Ground ball left side, 5, 4, 3, and they get out of the inning. What a double play by Reading. And that'll do it. The first at home this season. And on to the bottom of the 8th we go, down by 10.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Back here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Reading trails by 10 runs. Thanks for sticking with me, fans. I know this isn't the best of outcomes, but I think they've got some potential here. They'll turn it on. Got to stick with them through thick and thin. Salgazzo's going to start off the bottom of the 8th. There's the first pitch strike as Lee comes back for another inning of work. There's strike number 2. Gazzo walked and scored a run back in the 7th, so he's already up again here in the 8th. Lee standing very tall on the mound. Sends a ball in. He is 6'5", 225, 28 years old, out of Louisville, Kentucky, and towering over Sal Gazzo. And that is strike 3 as Gazzo turns around and box back to the dugout with out number 1. Here's Kevin Vicuña. Reached on an error, but no hits as of yet. Here's the 1-0 to Kevin outside. 2-0. And there's a called strike. Here's the 2-1 to Vicuña, sends it up and into foul territory. It's going to end up right in the dugout suite. Got a pinball off the roof over there. So we'll do it again here for Vicuña. First time in the leadoff spot. Every time manager Sean Williams puts a guy who's hitting really well in the leadoff spot, has a tough time out at the plate, and that is just not fun. But keep working around with these guys as he pokes it up the right field line. He's going to head on first, and maybe that'll work there for Williams as he gets a runner on here with 1 out for Jalen Ortiz. Reading's fourth hit of the night, so both teams have the same runs and hits, 14 and 4, 1 error in the field here for Ortiz, who's had a double and 2 walks today. Good a day at the plate for the prospect. Takes the first pitch, strike of the knees. Matt Seelander still warming up for Reading. I believe he'll come in for the top of the 9th. Pokes this one foul. There's strike 2. Crowd still heavily invested in this game. It's been a lot of fun for what it's worth as Ortiz sends 93 back into the net behind home plate. Staying alive. Lee up to 20 pitches here in this inning. And he stays alive, another piece of it. Merging on 3 hours here. This game led off at 6:47. Here's the 0-2 to Ortiz. Called strike 3. Really pissed at the umpire as he heads back into the dugout. But here is Josh Ockamy with 2 outs and a runner on first. Ockamy takes the first pitch ball inside. And there's there's the first strike, excuse me. Runner on first, 2 outs, up the middle into the glove of Lee. His glove falls off. He picks it up and tosses it underhanded to first, and that'll do it as Reading strands a runner on the base pass. Into the ninth we go, down by 10. Harrisburg up to bat, and Matt Seelinger makes his series debut. You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
0, 2, 3. The winning ticket number 1000223. You can claim your prize at the customer service booth. Now batting for the Senators, the center fielder number 28, Rudy Martin.
Rudy Martin's going to lead us off in the top of the ninth. Matt Seelinger coming out for his series debut here. The first pitch is rocketed into right. It'll drop in front of Marquardt, and that's a base hit to lead off the inning for Martin. 14 runs on 14 hits for the Senators, 4 runs on 4 hits for Reading, both teams making an error in the field. A cold and windy night again here in Pennsylvania. Not as bad as the other two, but the wind is picking up here, blowing out to left. Rudy Martin definitely a threat to go to second. Conley's tried to throw out two, but hasn't been successful, although they were very close calls. Here's Jake Alou now. Base hit that gets in the hole on the right side. Almost the exact same spot, though this one's on the ground. And back-to-back base hits. Puts 2 on and nobody out here for Seelinger. In his last outing, 2 innings of work, 1 hit, 1 run, although not earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He's 2 for 3 in scoreless appearances. And here is Jacob Rhinesmith with 2 on and nobody out. Just a little bit high out of Seelinger, who spent time in quite a number of organizations. Pittsburgh, San Francisco. So he's seen time in the Eastern League with the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Also celebrated a birthday the other day, turning 27 years old. Here's the 1-1. Ball 2. Two on. Nobody out here for Seelinger, top of the ninth. And there's a swinging strike. Both runners taking good leads. This is up and in to Rhinesmith. And a full count here to Seelinger. He has not allowed a run across so far. Ground ball. Stokes is going to try to turn 2, and they get him. What coverage by Seelinger, as Stokes goes over to the covering Guzman at second, then back to first, and Seelinger picks up 2 outs there. Martin does advance to third, but Seelinger makes sure that he doesn't get home. And back-to-back double play innings for Reading. The old 3-6-1. And here is the cleanup hitter, KJ Harrison, who's had a tough day at the plate with 3 strikeouts. Did walk and score a run, though, in that 9-inning 6. He'll send this out to center field. Ortiz, backing up, should be able to make the catch, and he does. And that'll do it as Seelinger pitches a scoreless frame here, top of the 9th. Down by 10, Reading a chance in the bottom half.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Tonight's Chiefs RBI guy, the third baseman, number 5, Wendell Rijo.
Wendell Rijo leading us off in the bottom of the 9th, down by 10 runs. A chance to just chip away at that a little bit. Seelinger got a nice double play in the top half to strand 2 on. Rijo 0 for 2. He has walked twice and scored a run. The 0-1 outside. This weekend's weather should be really nice. 60s through 80s over the weekend. Looking forward to that. I think we all are. Here's the 2-1 to Rijo upstairs. Was talking to him about his experiences in the Dominican Winter League, and he said he felt like it helped him prepare so much for playing over here in the States. Just the professionalism and the talent in the leagues over there. As he takes ball 4 down and away, Reading will start off the bottom of the 9th with a runner on. 3-walk day for Wendell Rijo. As Madison Stokes comes up. Harrisburg pitching staff has given up 11 walks to the Fightins today. Here's the 1-0, down and away 2-0 to Madison Stokes. Nobody out here, bottom of the 9th. And there's a strike. In between the legs of Lindsley, and jogging over to second is Rijo on a passed ball. He gets himself into scoring position with nobody out. 3-1 count here to Stokes. Lee sets up at the chest, brings it down to the waist. Wild pitch goes way over the head of Lindsley. Ball 4, and Rijo heads over to third. And wow, Reading has runners on the corners with nobody out here for Jonathan Guzman.
The shortstop, number 4, Jonathan Guzman.
First pitch upstairs. Lee now in this inning has thrown 9 balls and 2 strikes. Up to 36 pitches. I doubt that Harrisburg would want to use another pitcher here up by 10, so they'll probably just ride it out. Here's the 1-1, pop down the right field line. First base coach Michael Jones tried to make a play, wasn't able to. And there's a foul tip into the glove of Lindsley. And that'll be out number 1 for Reading. Unfortunate for Guzman as Jack Conley comes up. Sent all balls in the air today and has walked once. RBI to his name. And he takes a pitch high and tight for ball 1. Of course, runners on the corners here with 1 away. And there's ball 2. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. There's ball 3, and 1 pitch away from loading the bases here is Andrew Lee. I think despite these large scores, check swing is strike 2. Reading has a lot of perseverance. They are always battling. Check to swing, doesn't go around. Ball 4, the base is loaded.
The right fielder, number 49, Hunter Marquardt.
And here is Hunter Marquardt with the bases loaded. Already had a double today. 2 strikeouts. It's Rijo on third, Stokes on second, and Conley on first. Oh, man, I want this to happen for Marquardt. Something. Only 1 out on the board here. Lee steps off. He'll take a minute. Well, not a minute, but a little bit as he steps back on the first base side of the rubber. Glove at the waist, comes home, and he gets a strike. Back to the pitcher. He'll go underhanded, but it will score a run as Wendell Rijo crosses the plate. Mark Wart will get an RBI for Reading's 5th run of the game. And here is Sal Gazzo. Two outs on the board. Runners on second and third. No balls, 1 strike here to Gazzo. 1 out. He takes a pitch above his head. Two down here, bottom of the 9th. Reading trails by 9 now as he takes a pitch way inside. Lee taking his time coming home. Gazzo way in front of the off-speed pitch for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. 2 runners on here for Reading in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Out to shallow center. Racing in is Martin Flores backing. And he makes the catch, and that'll do it. Reading does put up a run in the 9th. Told you they score most of their runs in the 6th or later. And that will do it. As we end this ball game 14-5, Harrisburg takes game 3 of the series, and Reading falls to 0-3 on the series. Tomorrow, 6:45 first pitch. It's going to be Adam Leverett versus the ready Cole Henry. Fans, thanks so much for joining me. Emily Messina on the air. I'll see you tomorrow.